I've thought and thought about Representative Clayfish's proposal to subject children in high school who play sports or extracurricular activities or park cars on school grounds to be subjected to random drug testing. I thought, oh no, a civil libertarian that I am. Then I thought, they're children. They don't have a right to vote as children. They can't do certain things as children. Sure, they have a right not to be neglected, they have a right not to be abused, and if they're arrested, the same legal protections that you and I have as adults. And parents, by the way, should have the right to refuse or accept the conditions as to whether their children who engage in extracurricular activities should be subjected to a random drug test. But do they have the right, the children, to play football or to do gymnastics or to be in the choir? That's a privilege. So if you tell the parent, well, you don't have to be subjected to a drug test for your child, but then your child can't be in choir, your child can't play football. It's up to the parent to make that decision. I mean, we want everything. We want our rights, but do we have responsibilities? Do we have the privileges that come with certain strings? I think back to the famous story when Bill Walton, when he was in college, told John Wooden, his UCLA coach, "You can't tell me to cut my hair. You have no right to tell me how long I can wear my hair." John Wooden said, "That's true, I don't, but I do control who plays and will miss you." We want our cake and eat it too. Too many kids are dying from heroin and other drugs and the abuse that go with other drugs. They normally don't tell their parents they're going to be experimenting for the first time with dangerous drugs. You don't usually submit that to your parents in writing. And I do think that we have children who need to be safe, and there are certain conditions that come with any kind of extracurricular activity. I know I'm caving on my principles on this in terms of adults, but adults should have the trump card. Yes or no, you can't test my child, but then that means the child can't play football. You can't have it your way all the time. I know I'm going to get hate mail on this, but I'd rather see 15 and 16-year-olds live than die from experimenting with heroin just so they can play football, and I just don't think football is as important. If you didn't play football for a semester, it wouldn't ruin your life. Those are my 2 cents. My 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants Bill McCoshen, a lobbyist who worked for Tommy Thompson, who knows how to get things done downtown. We can argue about this and more, and we will, Monday at 8 on the Mitch Henck Show at madison.com. Talk to you then.